What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and it is official. We have received word that President Joe Biden has announced that he is going to be running for re-election in 2024, which has a lot of implications for stimulus, Congress legislation, and everything happening right now in midterm elections. Now, I'm going to get you caught up on the latest. This is your breaking news, stimulus check update, and stimulus package update. And also stick around to the end because we have a special guest appearance for you guys. You're going to be hearing from Liam, so you don't want to miss that. Now, first off, you guys, take a look at some of these web pages coming out here. Biden says that he's running. Democrats still have their doubts, though, man, saying that he has not done so well. Let me know your thoughts. Should he run again, you guys? Do you think that he can pull this off? Take a look at this. Biden aides are quietly assembling a 2024 campaign as they await the final decision on his political future. So we're going to be seeing, because these midterm elections, they're going to be having a lot to do with the strategy and how they're going to be moving forward. And take a look. Biden says that he plans to run for re-election in 2024, but here's one more reporter's lesson from 2008 on why anything is possible, casting doubt on President Joe Biden running again, you guys. Now, we will see, and I'm going to get you caught up on the latest articles coming out. We've got some video footage as well, as they're saying that he's going to run again. Now, we have seen his approval way down, actually one of the lowest of all time, if not the lowest. I can't quite remember, but they're saying that he's been managing to pull it up. And how has he been doing that? Well, they've been taking action right before the midterm elections. And in addition to that, we're hearing that the executive actions, the first of many to come, to wipe out $10,000 of student loan debt, help get that approval up. And they're saying that more of that along those lines of helping out with the economy, helping out with stimulus, is going to be helping out a ton. And also, we've seen legislation return for child tax credits. Also, we've heard Social Security increases. We've heard pro-millage APPAREL and progressives say they're not going to be stopping until they can get free childcare, free college tuition, and the big one that everyone's waiting to see, will there be a fourth federal level stimulus check of $2,000 to everybody in the nation? Now, we will see you guys, and I will keep you up to date every step of the way. This is the news just coming out, you guys, and I've got some video footage for you. I was out with the family today. I was out of the office, but we just got back in, wanting to share this with you. And in addition to that, you guys, the relief roadmap, it is live, and people are, I can see, accessing it, getting content, and they're messaging me saying thank you. And I want to let you know, I do see the messages from you guys that are still locked out. I'm getting on there with technical support, going through each and every one of those, getting you guys access. Thank you for your patience. I apologize. There's several of them. As a matter of fact, I'm actually taking into consideration potentially blocking it for a little while. So if you are in, you are in. But if new people want to come in, I might have them just go back to the email waitlist and then reopen it after a while, so I can make sure that I can take care of everybody that's in there. So I will let you know, but know that the www.reliefroadmap website, it might get blocked and just be the email access page. But if you're in, you're in. I'll make sure you have login access. But just so that way we can make sure that we take care of everybody that's in there. I want to make sure that if you have joined the Relief Roadmap crew, if you're a part of the Relief Roadmap website, that you have access to everything. And this weekend as well, probably right after this video, I'm going to start adding new programs added to the list for you guys. So keep an eye out for that. And also the second channel, I am pushing out content for you guys to help you out. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any suggestions on things that you'd like to see about growing wealth, personal finance, let me know. One of the video ideas I've been thinking about is, what if you're starting with absolutely nothing? You have no money. What can you do to get yourself back on track? Another one I've been thinking about are, what are some side hustles that people could do with their extra time? I have done a ton of them. Some of them have brought in thousands of dollars over a weekend. Just trying to think of ideas that can help people out. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas for the second channel on growing wealth and personal finance, because there's a lot of tidbits of information that I think could be helpful for people that I'd like to share with you guys. But with that being said, let's dive into this video footage, as they're going to be talking about President Joe Biden. He is going to be running again. We're hearing the campaign is getting prepared. And we're going to see, though, because these midterm elections, they could be absolutely detrimental. If the Democrats can hold on to control, and if they pass more stimulus, it is very likely they'll hold on to the control. And if they do so, then we'll see that Democratic agenda likely get pushed forward. However, if Republicans take control, that could be devastating for Biden's agenda in the second half of his presidency, which could be devastating for a 2024 re-election. So we will see you guys a lot is going to be determined based off of what unfolds here in the midterm elections, what Democrats pull off, what executive actions happen. We've got about, I think, like 50, 60 days before these elections, you guys. So a lot's going to be ramping up here. I'll keep you up to date every step of the way. But let's dive right into this video footage so you can see it for yourself. Before we do me a quick favor, smash the like button, you guys. Hope that you and the family are having a blessed Saturday. Hit the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Share this out if you think it could help out other people. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, I'll keep you up to speed on politics, Congress, stimulus, the economy, everything that's unfolding so you know what's going on. You can have access to everything. And if you want to join, totally free. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. And with that being said, you guys, let's take a look at this video footage so you can see it for yourself.
To an NBC News scoop here with our team learning President Biden's top advisors are quietly assembling a 2024 campaign. The president's team talking more about who might manage that kind of operation, potential themes, according to people familiar with the planning, 9 of them. The president and his team coming off a few big wins, most recently the so-called Inflation Reduction Act. And then his polling seems to be getting better. His approval rating going up from 36% about a month ago to now right around 45%. One of the folks in the byline of that story is NBC News senior national politics reporter John Allen. And you're talking about, John, a couple of things here, that this current plan for the campaign, and yes, it is still, Election Day 2024 is still 2+ years away, but it would rely heavily on the DNC. It's kind of more the Bill Clinton model than the Barack Obama model. Talk to us about it.
Absolutely, Hallie. I did this story with Carol Lee and Mike Memoli and Peter Nicholas, 3 of our great colleagues. Basically, what you're looking at is Biden building up the DNC, as he has been through the course of his presidency. Barack Obama preferred to build his own campaign and his outside organization, Organizing for America. What Biden is doing here is putting a ton of resources into the DNC, and there are a lot of reasons that matters. The biggest one is that the DNC has joint operating agreements. It's a little wonky here, but with all of the 50 states, which means that they're able to raise as much as $875,000 a year from a single donor, and from each single donor, and then they can give unlimited funds to those state parties, which means that the state parties can set up a lot of the field operations, a lot of the work a campaign would normally do, and take that off of the shoulders of a campaign that would, in this case, be a little more skeletal.
You and Carol and Peter and Mem write that some key campaign decisions on strategy and personnel are on hold ahead of the midterms. And as polls show, Democrats have a better chance of holding on to the House and the Senate than they did just several months ago. We talked about the sort of improving approval ratings for President Biden. Talk about how that factors into this.
It's a great question, Hallie. So whether it's in the White House or outside the White House, Biden really has the same inner circle right now. They're looking at, Deputy White House Chief of Staff Jen O'Malley Dillon as somebody who would have a big role in a campaign, whether that's from the White House in the political office or as the campaign chairman or possibly reprising her role as campaign manager, though most people think she wouldn't do that. But the big question is, at what point does it make sense to start releasing people from the White House and onto the campaign trail? And if Biden has Democrats in charge in the House and Senate, he'll be able to do a much more aggressive legislative agenda and may want to keep some of those folks on board inside the White House rather than moving them into the political arena.
Do the people you're talking to feel like some of the will he, won't he chatter has kind of died down as the president has made clear, or at least said publicly, that he intends to run again?
I think certainly that's part of it, Hallie. There are several factors. So number one, I talked to Cedric Richmond for this story, the former White House advisor who is now over at the DNC, and he said flatly that President Biden is running and they are building the DNC for 2024, which will help for the midterms in 2022. So you can see where that thinking is. But in addition to that, I think there's some other things that have been helpful to President Biden. The specter of former President Trump running, the real raison d'etre for Biden's run in 2020 remains on the battlefield, and many Democrats believe that President Biden is the best candidate for the Democrats against Trump specifically. So while Trump is in the news after the raid at Mar-a-Lago, and as we continue to see these investigations into him and some of his closest allies, that's helpful for Biden. It unifies Democrats behind him, and what we see in those polling changes, a lot of what we see in those polling changes, more positive for Biden as Democrats coming home to him.
John Allen, thank you much. Good to see you.
What's up, everybody? It's Steve and Liam. Say hi, Liam.
Hi, and this is my watch I got from the store.
Yes, you got a new watch from the store
it's
today.
From Paw Patrol,
and Naya.
And Noah has the same watch, just like me.
Yes, our buddy Noah has the exact same watch. So What can you do with that watch?
Oh, you can play on it.
Show everybody. Isn't that cool?
Oh, it's really brilliant.
There you go.
You can play with it and do a bunch of other stuff on it.
Yeah, it's a cool Paw Patrol watch.
You can't make any light, or you can't call anybody.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, today we went out, we had a ton of fun. We went to this Hawaiian place, so there's like Hawaiian bros. Yeah, it was really good, and we really liked it a lot. It's all the way on the other side of town. So Houston, I don't know if you know this, is huge. So it took us like 45 minutes to drive to that side of Houston.
I think it was like 45 minutes.
It took us, well, maybe it was like 40, 35 minutes, but we went over there, we had a great time. We went to a juicery, and then we went to the Barnes and Nobles. Yes, Pressed. And then the kids got some gifts and stuff. So we hung out, had a great time. Oh, what do you got, Lee?
Don't forget that.
Smash that like button. Any suggestions for content that you'd like to see on the second channel, let us know. And again, www.reliefroadmap.com. We're likely going to be adding more programs to the stimulus check here today. And if you are in, don't worry, you are in, but I might temporarily block access to any new accounts, just so that way I can focus on making sure that everybody that's in, they have full access and they can get to anything that they need to see, you guys. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining us. Naya, Liam, Steve, and we will catch you in the next one. Have a blessed Saturday. Take care. This is Steve.